Hello, you amazing friends. Welcome to what I just realized is our first networking Zoom for 2022. Can you please give the person next to you a round of applause? I just want to say a big welcome. I'll tell you what, it's crazy times. We've got Omicron everywhere. We got our booster shots today, which was very underwhelming. Nothing bad happened, which I was quite disappointed about because I wanted a bit of excitement. But I just want to say I hope you're all winning big and a big welcome. So just let you know, thank you for joining our Zoom. If you've just come in, a big welcome. It's being recorded, so please keep it all clean and positive. And also too as well, my friends, there's several ways you can network. Please use the chat. You're very welcome to use the chat to connect with people directly. Share your LinkedIn links. Tell people what you're up to. And also too, we're an open and inclusive business network, meaning you can promote other business networks. You can promote your own stuff. Please go for it. Always say just keep it clean and positive because it is being recorded and this does get sent to my database tomorrow. Because what I actually do is once I get the recording done, the recording gets seen hundreds, if not thousands of times. So just keep that in mind. And just a big welcome and a pleasure having you winners with us. So what I want to do just to kick things off is firstly, just before I forget, I keep forgetting. So I'm now doing this at the start of our Zooms. Okay. So I'm just going to show you a few things because I keep forgetting to show everyone this. So just a few quick things before we dive on in. Now, firstly, I will let you know what I have got coming up. So you haven't already, I'm just going to share with you a few links of our coming events because I keep forgetting to do it, which is a really, really big problem. So firstly, my legendary friends, you're on tonight and a big thank you. This Sunday, 9 a.m., we actually have our International Boss Lady Summit. So if you want to come, we'd be absolutely honored to have you with us. So this Sunday, we've got our International Boss Lady Summit. If you click that link right now, you can book into our Boss Lady Summit this Sunday. And also too, on the coming Monday, we've got our next live webinar, and this one's extra special. I'm actually doing a live webinar on my own selling and direct messaging secrets. So if you want to book in for that one, join us. And it is just such an honorable pleasure to have you with us. And I'll get up the link for our next Zoom as we're doing the meeting. So just want to say a big welcome, and it is such a pleasure having you winners with us. Now, to kick off the event, what I want to do is I want to bounce over to one of our wonderful leaders who's come in. We've got Karen Clark. Karen Clark just had a sip of wine, and she's actually going to be our speaker later on. So Karen's going to be talking just a bit later on. But Karen, we'll open up with you. Karen, how are you doing, my friend, and what's news? You're going to have to unmute, I'm afraid, Karen, so we can hear that powerful voice of yours.
Hi, Edward. Hi, everyone. I'm doing really well, thank you. What's news is, I don't know, some of you might have heard that I got a new car last week. Well, we actually went and picked up another new car today. So now we have two beautiful new Volkswagen Polos in the garage, both white, and we love them very much.
There you go. So I take it... We drive Skodas around here, so I guess we're all in the Volkswagen family, aren't we?
Yeah, they are. Skodas, Volkswagens, Audis are all made by the same company and very, very similar now.
Oh, beautiful. Now, you are our speaker later, so what we're going to do, everyone, is once we get through everyone, and by the way, if you don't want to speak, you don't have to. If you want to speak, you can. Once we get through everyone, we're going to bounce over to amazing Karen, but before we do that, before I move on to everyone else, Karen, can you give us some networking tips to help people get the most out of the Zoom experience?
Okay. Well, first of all, you've got to show up. And secondly, if you're running a Zoom, I think it's really fantastic, a fantastic platform to remind people that you're running that Zoom. If they register for it, to go back and remind them. You taught me this, Ed. And so that's a couple of tips that I found if you're using Zoom to grow your business or grow your network, is to go back when people have registered. And I don't use Zoom to create the event. I use LinkedIn, and then I remind people, hey, remember you've registered for my Zoom meeting or my Zoom webinar. So that's one of my tips, which I learned off you, Ed.
Oh, beautiful. We love your work. Can we give Karen a round of applause? Karen, absolutely appreciate you and love your work. And also, too, we've just had Holly coming. Can we all wave to legendary Holly? Holly, what we'll do is probably about halfway through. We don't get Holly in every day, so it's an absolute blast to have Holly with us. So Holly's going to do a bit of a stretch health thing with us later on. So can we all give a big thumbs up to Holly? We love Holly. We don't get her here every day, so we're absolutely pumped to have her with us. And also too, while Karen was talking, I just quickly uploaded the next Zoom. So Our next networking Zoom is right here on screen, my friends. So yeah, so if you can book in now, I'd love it. So next Thursday, we're back here. So if you just click this link as well to book into our next networking Zoom, I love it. So also too, I just noticed as well, one of our other leaders has popped in. We've got amazing Piero who's come on in. Piero helps us run our meetups. He's an amazing guy. And Piero, before your kids attack you, I thought we'll just grab you. How you doing, Piero?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Just as you said that, the baby's screaming in the other room, and I'm like, better do a U-turn and come back here.
Do you want to come back? Do you want to go the baby and come back? I will get you later, Piero. All right, we love Piero. He's a great man. So there you go. So I will. I just missed Piero by that much. There you go. So what we're going to do now is we're going to open up the floor to you. Now, if you don't want to say anything, that's cool. You're very welcome to sit there and just relax and chill. If you want to get involved, you can. Now, the best way to do it is, if you can, on the bottom of your PC or your phone, you should have a reactions bar, and you can hit the hands up key. Okay. So if you want to speak, if you just want to sit there, that's awesome. If you want to speak and say a quick hello, just hit that hands up key, and you can do several things. You might just say a quick hello. You might talk about an event you have coming up. If you can just keep it short and to the point, I'd absolutely appreciate that. And so would everyone. Just again, we've got a big turnout just so we can get through everyone in time. So keep it short and point. And of course, we've got my legend. Oh, look at Piero's baby. Oh, isn't that cute? That's cute. There you go. He's good looking like his dad. And we'll come back to Piero. We'll leave poor Piero alone. We'll harass Piero later. But we'll go to Backshaw. Backshaw, how you doing, my friend? What's news? The floor is yours.
Cheers, Edward. It's awesome to be on this event. Edward's been fantastic as always, and all of you guys have been very good as always. So very happy to be here. So yeah, I'm trying to catch up with a few things that has been happening on my side, trying to review my knowledge in a couple of programming languages, Java and Python. But otherwise, I'm on the lookout for a job. So yeah, I'm an Australian citizen, but right now I'm in India. So I'm just here to spend some time with my father. So yeah, and I would like to give one tip that would take you a long way in your career: perseverance and resilience, and try to understand people. I think that's the key. And not evaluate and judge too much, but try to understand people. So these things have helped me during tough times, and maybe it helps you guys as well. Cheers.
Well said. We love you, Backshaw. Round of applause to you, Backshaw. We appreciate you. And by the way, keep the conversation going. Keep sharing your links. And also to make sure you're all connected on LinkedIn. Cami, over to you. How you doing, Cami? It's such a great pleasure having you with us.
So, I'm Kemi from London, still in bed. Yeah, so I'm getting back to my work week as usual, back to my 2-day job, which it can be stressful, but I get on with it. Yeah, and as well, I do, I help people around the world, 26 countries to be the least, with their health, their wealth, beauty, fitness, so much. So I'm not gonna bore everyone with that. So I left my details in the chat box if you wanna have a bright day. I like to spread positivity. So yeah, that's me. Thanks, Edward.
We love you, Cami. Round of applause to Cami. And I want to give a quick honourable mention too. Can we all give a big wave to Stephanie Jones and John Telson? They're from the glorious United States. They're up at 3 a.m. for this Zoom. So can we give them a love heart for dedication? But Stephanie and John, you guys are amazing. You know, you have the heart of a lion. How you doing, Stephanie? Do you want to say a quick hello before you fall over?
Yeah. Hey, yeah, it's 3:09 a.m. to be exact. But happy to be here.
Oh, so good seeing you. We love you, Stephanie. That's a pleasure. And John must have fallen asleep again, or he's getting another pot of coffee. We'll go to Jacob Curie. Oh, John, how you doing, John? Before you fall asleep again.
No, I'm not going to fall asleep. I'm up for work too. So, no, thanks. I really appreciate it. So,
beautiful. Love you, John. Round of applause to you, John. We're going to bounce over Jacob Curian. How you doing, Jacob Curian? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thanks, Edward. So again, I'm Jacob. I'm a mechanical engineer, just fresh out of university. So right now I'm job hunting. And besides that, also looking ahead to keeping an eye out for entrepreneurial opportunities, just looking to diversify my own portfolio. So networking is part of that. That's it. Thank you.
Jacob, we appreciate you. Round of applause to you, Jacob. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to Michael Gray, and then we're going to take a group photo. So get ready for a group photo as well. Turn your webcam and get ready for a group photo. Michael Gray, how you doing, my friend?
I am doing really good. And how are you doing?
Oh, it's great talking to you today. What's going on, my friend?
Well, we've got lots of really, really exciting events coming up, both in person and online. So I run an events company called MKG Events. We specialize in helping our clients grow and scale their events, whether it's sponsorship, whether it's marketing, and getting their ideal attendees to attend their events. And that could be online or in person, as I said earlier.
Oh, beautiful. We love you, Michael. And Michael, you highly recommend. Can we give Michael a round of applause? Michael, we love you. And just before we bounce over to Piero, now is the time for a group photo. So what you want to do is get closer to the webcam so I can see you. Look into the lens, do a cool pose, and please hold the pose so I can grab a good screenshot. So everyone, 3, 2, 1, big smile. We'll take another one later. 3, 2, 1, hold the pose. That was absolutely magnificent. Actually, let's do that again. That was a bit shitty. Let's go again. 3, 2, 1, big smile, hold the pose. Good. Second time was brilliant. We'll come back and do another one, so don't you worry about that. Piero, the floor is yours. How you doing, my friend?
Hello, Edward. How are you, my friend? Hey, everyone. It's good to see you all again. I hope you all have a really great year ahead. I want to share with you, I guess, life. Let me just share life. Obviously, you can see me juggling this little one here. My 5-year-old broke his leg on the 2nd of January.
Wow.
I got a 5-year-old in a wheelchair. I got this one. I got an 8-year-old that's helping out. Those of you that already know what life is like an entrepreneur with kids, I'm sure that you can join me in the way that things can get pretty frustrating sometimes. And one of the things that we don't do enough of is ask for help. I think the biggest thing that I learned during 2021 was to actually ask for help. And those of you that watched my New Year's video, one of the tips that I mentioned was to ask for help. Because one of the things that we do as entrepreneurs is we say to ourselves, I can do it myself. I can do it myself. I can do it myself. And I know that Ed doesn't like profanity on here, but listen to what I'm about to say. Get over yourself, suck it up and ask for help, because it's so much easier when you ask your network for help. It's so much easier to ask your network for help, right? So that's my biggest tip, Ed, because I knew you were going to ask, but I just wanted to update everyone on what's going on.
Oh, Piero, you are an absolute tank. Round of applause to Piero. Big thank you. And also, too, if you just come in as well, 2 things. Can everyone wave to the legendary Holly Smith and connect with her? We love Holly Smith. Holly Smith is going to do, we're going to have a bit of a Holly Smith expose soon, where she's going to help us with a bit of stretching and talk a bit of health. So we all love Holly. And also big wave to Karen at the end. We're going to bounce over to Karen Clark with some incredible insight. So make sure you reach out to those 2 winners. And Ludwig, I had a great chat with Joe Bellissimo on the phone today. Your wonderful boss, and he's a great man. How are you, Ludwig? What's going on?
I'm doing great. Really stoked for 2022, and I'm hoping that you're also doing good. Ed, always a pleasure to be in your room, and yeah, cheers to that. What I would love to tell everyone, and you know what, Piero, that struck me a lot. What you said, you're absolutely right. There's no self-made man or woman. Everyone would need help at some point, and you know, what really got me into this whole networking thing is that I've met so many people who are genuine and who really wanted to help each other. I've actually met with Dave Cole twice already. He's such a genuine person. I have to just recommend him as well. And he gave me everything that I need to learn more about what I can do to be financially free. So hats off to you, Dave. It's what I can say. And for everyone else in this room, all I gotta say is that you'll never meet a more welcoming bunch than who you're looking at right now. So yeah, that's all I want to say, Ed.
Oh, Ludwig, you're not only handsome, you're very smart and on point. Can we give Ludwig a round of applause? Ludwig, we love you, my friend. Pressure. Oh, Zach, good seeing you, Zach. How have you been, my Middle Eastern brother? What's going on?
How you going, Ed? Good, good. How's everything?
Good, man. What are you up to?
Good, good. Yeah, I actually, when Pierre talked about some people they need help, that's all my business is all about, actually, to help people that, especially when COVID started and the government, especially here in Sydney, started to. I mean, New South Wales, they gave us some assistance from grants and help, and my business, that's how it started, actually. I started to, help people to find grants and assist them to apply for it. And also the small businesses, they're looking to apply for tenders and bidding for tenders. So that's where I started to assist them. And I'm working in various locations at the moment, not just in New South Wales, in Queensland, in Brisbane, in Tassie as well. So it's quite, in various locations as well. So it's open to everyone.
Oh, Zach, it's a pleasure. Can we give Zach a round of applause? Zach, honoured having you with us. And also, too, once we finish with Dave Cole, we're going to take another group photo. So turn on your webcam to get ready for a group photo. Dave Cole, how you doing? Welcome back. It's an honour having you with us.
It's awesome. Thanks, Edward. Great to be back. And thanks for the kind words, Ludwig. We had a couple of meetings and we had a good chat about everything. Essentially, what I do now is I move around in the blockchain and crypto space, and I just provide education. We talk to people about what their goals and their ambitions are, what they understand, and then we help them to learn while they earn. One caveat is we don't do anything around trading, but we really look at the bigger picture about what this whole space is about, and there are really some exciting times ahead. So great to be here, great to connect with anybody that's keen to have a chat about crypto, and I'm keen to get to know what other people are doing. Having been a business coach for 20 odd years and now doing this pretty well full time, always interested to find out how other people are going in business. So thanks for having me, and great to meet everybody.
Oh, honoured. Dave, round of applause to you, Dave. And just before we bounce to Annette, let's take another group photo. So get close to the camera, look in the lens, do a different pose, and 3, 2, 1, big smile, everyone. That was absolutely oh, no, we'll do it again. Let's do it again. Poor Simone Louise, who's awesome, was looking away. I want to capture a good... Simone Louise is in the center of my screen, so I want to make sure she looks good. Let's go again, friends. 3, 2, 1, big smile. Hold the pose. Got it. Simone Louise was in the money. She's literally the centerpiece of my PC, and everyone echoes Simone Louise. So there you go. And speaking about centerpiece, Annette and I had a good chat on the phone today. How are you doing, Annette T? It's such a pleasure having you with us.
Hey, Ed, I don't know what it is, but every time I get on these, I get really, really nervous. So if anyone else is feeling it, it's not just you. We had a really great chat today. So it's been great to have your support throughout Christmas and into the new year. But it's been also great finding my own passion and purpose. So anyone who's followed my journey knows that I've probably changed my niche more than maybe 3 or 4 times. But for anyone who's struggling to sort of find themselves, my advice to anyone is to sort of go back to your roots and to go back to what you're good at and what you know and love. And things will actually get easier and flow quicker for you. So this, I actually found what I wanted to do back with what I did about 15 years ago. So so for anyone who's been struggling to find their niche, what I do is I do counselling and coaching. And I work with women and men who have been through emotional abuse, who have been through challenging single parent relationships and things like that.
Annette, you do an amazing job.
I'm nervous.
I don't. You're only nervous because you want to impress everyone, and that I absolutely admire, Annette.
Oh, that's all right. I'm not trying to impress anyone, but it's great to see everyone, and hopefully we've got a meetup coming up, so hopefully I get to meet many of you in person on the 21st.
There you go. It's a pleasure. Annette, we love you. Nervous, calm. We just love Annette, full stop.
Thanks, Ed.
Oh, beautiful. Round of applause to Annette, and it's a pleasure. And can everyone wave again to Holly Smith? We love Holly Smith. Very soon, we're going to bounce over to Holly for some bit of a fitness chat and some work, and we're going to bounce over to Karen Clark at the end of the event for her legendary expert slot. So we love those ladies. Preeti, welcome. It's such a pleasure having you with us. The floor is yours. How have you been and what's happening? You need to unmute, I'm afraid. Hit that unmute key.
Yep, I've got that. Thank you very much. Look, this is my first time in this meeting room and I've been curious, but I'm here today. So I woke up one morning about beginning of last year, actually, it's 2022 now. And I thought, oh my God, is this what life's all about? Work, 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 work. So I'm a former lawyer, but currently in a commercial role. And but always had this passion of helping people, especially women. And so what I decided to do was, I've had this dream and I said, look, I better, put action to it. Sometimes if you just have dreams, they remain as ideas. If you don't take action, you don't make plans, nothing happens. You die with those ideas, right? So what I decided to do was take action. So sometime in August, September this year, I started my personal passion. And what I do is, as a self-empowerment facilitator, I help my clients to activate the power within them. We all have that power. We just sometimes don't recognize it, and pay attention to their lives so that they can have sustainable transformation. And I do it using a program that I've developed myself, 15 years of having developed this program, lived experience. I now am going commercial. So talking about help, the subject about help, I am seeking as much help as I possibly can so that I learn about online marketing, learn about having those, developing videos and doing as much as I possibly can, because I've been doing face-to-face workshops, but I now want to take the program to an online platform. So a lot to learn.
Preeti, you're in the right place. Can we give Preeti a round of applause? Preeti, big welcome, and I love your vibes.
Thank you.
Pleasure. We have Alessio Ronaldo from Italy. How are you, Alessio? Such an honor having you with us, my friend.
Hello, everyone. Thank you, Edward, for this amazing event you run every week. I'm so glad to be here with you all. And let me introduce myself. I'm Alessio. I'm from Italy, as you said, and I'm part of a huge community with more than 1,500 people in Italy and more than 5,000 all over the world. Our community, our company offers a wide range of services for those who want to undertake a full digitized training course in the financial field. And we employ teachers who are albeit of a young age, but with a broad multi-year knowledge in this field, in the financial field. So feel free to write to me and have a chat with me, and I will write my details in the chat box. And for who's watching the recording, feel free to find me through Edward's connection, and have a lovely day.
Alessio, we love you. Round of applause to you, Alessio. Keep up the greatness. And we've got Renee who's joined us. Renee, it's such an honor having you with us. Feel free to unmute and say hello. How you doing, Renee?
I'm doing very well. I am from Spain, and buongiorno, Alessio. So I speak 4 languages. That's a different thing. Wow. But literally speaking about help, I co-founded my company last year, Health La Senora, because I'm from Spanish background. And I do understand that you do need to delegate. So I got my business partner, which is an international student at the college I'm right here in University of Wollongong, doing me all the IT stuff, whilst I can concentrate on my coaching. I'm a coach, spiritual health life coach, and a corporate consultant around Sydney. When I came, it hasn't been easy. And what my passion is, with love, and gratitude, we promote spiritual health. So I spread love. I show that through the gratitude, we can promote spiritual health. And spiritual health is not just, just the, sorry, I have been coaching today, so my voice is getting a bit low. Not just, on a religious level, but it's also physical, emotional, mental. So it's all aspects. And I do it on Zoom. And thank you for whoever said that you can use LinkedIn to remind people about Zoom. Thank you, because I do it with Calendly. But thank you for that. And it's a joy to be part of this event. And one day I will be able to be meeting some of you face to face.
Oh, and Renee, we're looking forward to that day. Round of applause to you, Renee, and love your work. And a quick one, friends, if we could all wave to Holly Smith again. In a few minutes, we're going to have an intermission with Holly Smith and do some stretching and talk about health. We don't get Holly here every day, so it's a real pleasure. Make sure you connect with Holly. Annie Burke, it's how you doing? What's going on in the realm of Annie Burke?
Hello, everyone. First of all, I just wanted to say how I love being a part of this network. Currently, at the moment, I'm working with Ludwig on a program for my business, and everyone keeps moving around on the screen, so I can't see him at the moment. Oh, yes, I can. I'm also doing some work with Karen about the quantum field. I've done a workshop with Kat. So there's just lots of opportunities with the members who are in this group, which is just fabulous. For those of you who haven't met me, I'm an animal communicator and an animal medium. So I have conversations with animals who are living and in spirit. And today I did a reading for a lady who's lost her little dog. And it was probably one of the most emotional readings I've ever had to do, because the mum's really grieving and the dog's really grieving as well. But excitingly, and some people may not be aware of this, this particular dog is going to reincarnate and come back to her, and has been able to tell me what mum needs to look for to have her back again, because that's going to heal her heartache and heal mum's heartache. So it's experiences like this that just make my work so worthwhile. I love making a difference for animals and for people. That's me.
Annie, noble and amazing. Round of applause to you, Annie, and we appreciate you. And we got Rob, another handsome bald man like me, and he's a veteran as well. He's not only handsome and bald, he even fought for our country. How you doing, Rob?
I'm very well, thank you, Ed. G'day, everyone. Well, I had some good news today. I had a meeting with a lady that I'm helping out, and with the aim to establish a not-for-profit for her. And she's an incredible woman who has been through an atrocious ordeal, 9 surgeries, all of a consequence from a failed cosmetic injection. And her story's gone global a number of times. So I'll be an ambassador for her not-for-profit that I'm in the process of helping her establish, and also take a board position, which is really wonderful news, because it's a message that I really want to help her spread, to help so many other women out there from making a mistake that can totally change their life, and if they go for certain procedures, it can has the ability to end their life. So it's something that I'm extremely passionate about, and I'm also working away at establishing I'm a startup founder, bootstrapping a tech company. So I've designed an application for the beauty aesthetics industry. It's a business and lifestyle application to empower client safety, professional performance, and safeguard treatment results. So yeah, thank you very much for your time and the opportunity.
Rob, we absolutely appreciate it. Round of applause to you, Rob, and love your work. And Raj, the floor is yours, my friend. What have you got for us? Say again, Raj. I don't think we're picking you up. Ew, weak signal. I'll tell you what, Raj, maybe double check your connection settings. We'll come back to you later. All right, my friend? No, sorry, man. You also have some PC trouble. Come back to you, Raj. Check your connections and we'll get you sorted out. Yeah, we'll come back to you later, Raj. Yeah, double check your settings. Let's bounce over to Nicole Yates. Nicole, great. Oh, it was Nicole's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Nicole. What's going on? Awesome, Nicole.
Thank you, Ed. Yes, it was indeed. Number 51. Yay, another year to make some magic.
Hey, what are you up to? What are you working on? How's your app and all that going?
Yeah, the app is going great. Know anyone who has memory issues? The Rethink app is the thing to go to, free on Google Play and the App Store. Just type in RETIINK. I've got a webinar coming up on the 27th of January. So if you or anyone you know has had multiple concussions, has diabetes, is obese, is a smoker, they're just a few of the things that can double your risk of Alzheimer's disease. The brain has the capacity to change itself. I am evidence of that. And coming from a diagnosis of expect death or life in a vegetative state, I'm here to say the brain can change itself and you can change it too. So if you have anyone in your family with Alzheimer's disease or you have any of those risk factors, and there are many more, then please join my webinar on the 27th of January at 9 o'clock Brisbane time, 10 o'clock Sydney time. The link is in the chat. Learn more, learn how to prevent or reduce your risks.
Oh my God, Nicole, we appreciate you. Round of applause to Nicole and happy birthday. And thank you again for yesterday. Now we're going to bounce over to Rahul, then straight to Holly Smith for fitness, health, and more, which we're very excited about. So Rahul, the floor is yours, my friend. How you doing?
Hey everyone, Rahul here. I am the founder of technology company. I have around 15 years experience in technology, and technology is my hobby. So I've been into this area since last 15 years, and I have two companies. One company is mainly in a consulting company, and one is the product company. One of the product which we are building with a couple of teams, that is in artificial intelligence to counting the items automatically, either is if you are in a retail space, if you are in a manufacturing space or whatever, like if you have a same items who is in same size and same type, our artificial intelligence application can automatically count the object. And I love to meet people internationally as I travel a lot across the multiple regions. And because of COVID, we are unable to meet face to face, but yes, I'm happy to meet all you guys face to face. Thank you so much.
All right, well, big round of applause here, Rahul, and it's an absolute pleasure. And by the way, we're going to bounce over to Holly right now. And if you do want to speak and say hello, just hit the hand. If you just want to sit there and absorb, please do. If you do want to speak, hit the hands up key, and after Holly, we'll bounce over to you. Then we'll talk to Karen Clark. Now, Holly's an amazing lady. Holly and I go way back. She's a top LinkedIn influencer. One of her videos will get more than 5 of my posts combined on LinkedIn. And she's a top fitness influencer, Maureen. Holly, how have you been, my friend? What's news in your world?
Been so good. I've just been living the dream on the Goldie, and just, yeah, I've had a really nice week off, to be honest, that we all needed. So it's been really good, feeling back in action, and yeah, I'm really excited for this year, to be honest. Something good's about to happen.
And congratulations. Every time I see you, you're lifting weights, you're doing push-ups, you're running up a hill. You've become quite the weapon lately, haven't you, Holly?
Oh, well, yeah, after all my Christmas food, I'm getting back into it. No, I'm competing in another WBF comp in April. So a bodybuilding bikini comp, if you know what they are. So just another challenge I set for myself, not doing it to win, but doing it to challenge myself. And as last year, mine got cancelled last year. So I went through a 6-month worth of prep and it got cancelled. So it's really tough on my physical, mental and emotional state, to be totally honest. But I'm keen for this one.
Now, Holly, we've known each other for a long time. I've seen you power through basically 2 massive lockdowns, a whole global pandemic. Yeah. Whilst most people folded, you kept growing and growing. Tell us, what are your top fitness and health lessons you've really learned over the past 2 years? What are the top 3 you'd love to share with us and around the world?
I guess health and fitness based. I think you just got to adapt with what you have at the time period that you're in. I think that's a really big thing. So a lot of us will go, oh, another lockdown, another COVID, another, excuse to eat bad food and drown my sorrows. And
I did that.
Not have to go to the gym because they're shut. Oh, what a shame.
Yeah, I did that twice. I did that twice.
So, Good one. But you know what? You're back on track now, aren't you?
Oh yeah. But I made those mistakes. I did that twice, and I can't believe I did it.
Yeah, that's all right. We all go through it. Even I went through it. So, so I think you've got to, there's no such thing as an all or nothing approach with everything you do. Like a lot of us, such as entrepreneurs, and a lot of us have an all or nothing mindset. So I think one biggest takeaway is if you can just do what you can every day, like just focus on eating whole foods rather than eating like 1,300 calories for 6 weeks and then falling off the wagon and being upset that you didn't. And then, you go to the gym for 6 weeks and then I'm going to have a bit of a rest, and a 1 week's rest turns into 6 months. And you just want to stay consistent every single day, make it a lifestyle, eat really well Monday to Friday, enjoy a glass of wine on the weekend, still live a normal life. Unless you're doing a bodybuilding comp or you're going to the Olympics or something, you don't need to be on a super strict diet. So that's my number one thing. Like, it's okay not to be on a super strict diet. But that only comes with, I guess, creating the habit to be able to do that. So pick the habits that you need to get to the goal you want, write them down, schedule them in, and try and stick to them for at least 4 to 8 weeks so they actually become a habit. So that's probably a few tips. And then I guess another thing is if you don't really know what to do and you're kind of stuck, I want to lose weight, I want to eat healthy, all that kind of thing, just try and eat whole foods, number one. Whole foods meaning meat, veg, your healthy carbs, potatoes, just nothing processed, no processed sugar. You'll feel so much better for it. And then just try and walk as much as you can. Walk as much as you can. Try and do maybe some workouts. Well, it can be body weight, doesn't matter. Just try and do something. Do what you can.
Oh, amazing and well said, Holly. And also too, Holly, as well, just so I know, you help people from across the world, their fitness and health. People can just reach out to you.
Yeah. So I'm an accountability productivity coach as well. So that's probably my main thing now. But I've also, got a wellness program, which is, I guess, personalized. If you need a personalized meal plan, exercise program, creating habits, work-life balance, that kind of thing. The BizFit program is really awesome. And I've just launched my new BizFit Club, which is basically everything you need every single month. Like all your meal plans, exercise programs, recipe books, coaching, stretching, foam rolling, everything that you need as a busy individual. You'll get new content every single month. So that's a new portal, or a members portal, if you want to call it, called the BizFit Club. And it's been like a really long process. So we finally launched it last week. Yeah.
Oh, Holly, we appreciate you. And just before I let you go, can you just give us a quick desk stretch just to lift our energy before we bounce over to the other winners?
Okay. I'll do a sitting down one, because if I stand up, you won't see my face.
Yeah, sitting down one's good because I'm sitting down too in my kitchen.
Okay, so this is a really good stretch if you're like, I feel like a lot of you are probably like sitting down jobs you can do in the car or whatever. A really good one is putting your hands like this, linking them, putting them behind your head if you're that flexible. And then pushing your elbows back and pushing your head back with it. So what that does, it stretches all here, your chest. And because when we're sitting down, shoulders can tend to slouch, which means the muscle fibers here in our chest will shorten. And that means it's going to be harder for us to have good posture. So that's a really good stretch to do. Probably another one is, I would suggest, I can't really do this one, but you link your hands behind your back and push your chest out. That's another nice chest stretch. But for now, these ones are really good, over and unders with the arms.
Don't knock your PC over or your coffee. Don't hit your PC.
Don't do that. Otherwise, a really nice one is this one.
Oh,
great stretch. That's a really good one.
I can barely do that, Holly. I'm the most inflexible guy on the planet.
That's okay. You will be soon, Ed, with my strength. And then you do the other arm. Maybe I'd suggest hold it for like, 20 seconds each stretch. So that's a really good one. And then a really good other stretch I would suggest is just like a neck stretch. So putting your chin to your chest. You can put your hands on top for a bit of weight if you need to. And then you can also do like bring it to your ear. We're not pulling it down. We're just holding it there. And bring that arm out. Oh, that's the best stretch ever. You'll get a whole stretch down.
I need that. There you go.
Yeah, there are a few.
I tell you what, you build a lot of tension as a LinkedIn influencer, don't you, Holly?
Thank you.
Oh, beautiful. There we go. Can we give Holly a round of applause? Holly, amazing stuff. Holly, please share your links so people can connect with you and sign up to your programs. We'd love that.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Thank you. Now we're going to bounce back to, if you want to, if you haven't spoken, you want to speak, just hit the hands up key. Once we get through everyone, we're going to bounce over the legendary Karen Clark, who we love and we're very excited about. And we got Eleanor. Eleanor, how are you doing? The floor is yours, my friend.
Nice to be here again. It's my first meeting for the new year. And it's good to see so many familiar faces and new faces too. By large, I work in education, but recently I've written some reviews of software products. All the reviews are on my LinkedIn, and I've already put my details in the chat. So if some of us are interested in this product, you can check. Maybe you know them, maybe not, maybe some of you use them, but it is something I do recently. So again, it was a pleasure to be part of this meeting, and I wish to all of you a happy new year and successful and healthy one.
Pleasure. Eleanor, we love you. Round of applause to you, Eleanor. We appreciate you. Raj, we'll give you a shot again. Raj, say hello.
Hello.
Oh, we got
Can
you
you
this
hear me?
time. The floor is yours, Raj. Oh, I just jinxed Raj by saying that. Say again, Raj. Oh, rats. I'll tell you what, Raj, maybe just put it in the text. We'll pick you up next time. All right. Thank you, Raj. I'll say again, Raj. One last. No, Raj is gone. You stick in the text, Raj. We love your work, man. Juanita, what's going on, Juanita? So good seeing you. How's life?
Hi, Ed. I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good. And just so you know, everyone, Juanita's our guest speaker for our face-to-face meetup in Sydney on the 21st Friday. Looking forward to it, Juanita.
Yeah, it'd be great. It'd be great. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that it's 4 weeks now to my next event. So I've got a webinar running, an introduction to hypnotherapy, on the 2nd of February. So for anyone who's curious to find out more about how hypnotherapy works, does it really work? Can everybody be hypnotized? And all those other usual questions that people have. Then please join. It only goes for an hour and it's free, but but during the event we're going to cover a lot of stuff and we'll unpack everything you've ever wanted to know. Plus, we're also going to have an amazing group session as well, which will be very, very healing and a lovely experience. So my links, I'm still just getting my links sorted, so I can't share it tonight, but I'll be sharing it on LinkedIn very soon.
Gotcha. So just while I got you, what was the date again and time?
Wednesday, the 2nd of February.
Excellent. So Wednesday, 2nd of February. So maybe if you share your LinkedIn link so everyone can connect with you, then you can keep them abreast.
Yep, sure. And it's on my website as well, so I'll share my website too.
Oh, God, perfect. Give me a round of applause to you, Juanita. Juanita, we appreciate you. And again, as well, Juanita's our guest speaker for our face-to-face meetup in Sydney on Friday, the 21st. So we're excited to have you with us, Juanita.
Thanks, Ed. Thanks.
Hey, pleasure. And so one quick thing as well I'm going to do, I'm just going to reshare the link again. If you haven't already, I'm just resharing the link for our next International Networking Zoom. So we're back here next Thursday, 8 p.m. Sydney time. Deanna, if you could please book on in, share the link, invite people. I would absolutely appreciate that. And so would everyone. Some more opportunities for everyone. Now, what we're going to do is just before we bounce over to Karen Clark, I just want to, again, if you don't want to say anything, that's fine. I respect that. If you haven't spoken and you want to say something, now is your chance. Just hit the hands up key. If you haven't spoken, you want to say something, hit that hands up key right now, and we'd be honored to get you up in front of us. So if you haven't spoken, you want to speak, hit the hands up key right now. Oh my God, Ashani, so good seeing you. And it was your birthday the other day too, wasn't it? Is that right? Was your birthday recently, or am I totally confused and on drugs? I could be on drugs there.
Hi, Edward. Was that for me? Like the birthday thing?
Was it your birthday? Am I on drugs? Am I getting confused?
No, you're right. My birthday was on 3rd of Jan.
Yay, happy birthday. There you go. I thought so. There you go.
Thank you so much. I am Ishani, for everyone who's new here. I've been here a couple of times and it's always so great to be here and meet new people as well. I am a podcaster. I interview really fulfilled and successful people, entrepreneurs, and people who are working in the job who really like it, just like you. The podcast is called My First Step Ever. this started off with the need for me to, you know, bring the story of people who have really made it, done it, taken the first step to the youth of today. And that's what it's all about. It's on Google, Spotify, Apple. And besides that, I am a very, very enthusiastic person who loves to create video and to share my learnings to become the best person of yourself. And really thanks to Holly for giving us that a little bit shake body today. I really liked it. And yeah, all the very best to Janita for her upcoming workshop. Thank you so much, everyone.
Oh my God, we love you, Ashani. Round of applause to you, Ashani. And I was honored to be one of the guests on Ashani's podcast, so make sure you reach out to Ashani on that one. Pleasure, Ashani. Would anyone else, if you haven't spoken and you would like to say something, now's the time I do it, just hit the hands up key. Going once, going twice, sold. So we're going to bounce over to the extremely powerful and legendary lady who lives in the quantum realm, Karen Clark. And Karen's our guest speaker today. Karen, are you ready to go? Excellent. So what we're going to do is we're going to spotlight Karen. So Karen's now going to dominate our PC. And I've also enabled screen sharing. So if you just want to talk to the camera, great, Karen. If you want to screen share, you can. I was going to say the floor's open to you. How have you been and what's on your mind for us, Karen?
Thank you so much, Ed. Actually, I decided I'm not going to screen share because when I have slides, I kind of get distracted and I get brain blocks and I should talk to you, Nicole. And so I'm just like, no, I'm just going to talk. And so sorry, there's no pretty pictures tonight. But it's really amazing to be part of this this group. Many amazing entrepreneurs here. And I've just loved listening to you all throughout the beginning part of this session. Great to see you all and hear about what you're all working on. Rob, that you're bootstrapping the new business, and lovely to hear from you, Ludwig. Thanks for reminding everyone that this is a place where there's such support and such a welcoming bunch of people. It really is. I love it. I've actually only been in this tribe or community for, excuse me for the cough, for a little bit over, maybe it seems like a lifetime.
Yeah.
But it's probably only 2 or 3 weeks. Wow. And, you know, it's just been an amazing journey. I love that Preeti talked about waking up one day and asking, what do I want in my life? You know, what do I want to create? Because I'm going to talk a bit about the dream that you want to create. And to change your results and taking action, talking about taking action. And let me tell you a favorite quote that came up when you said that, Preeti, is inspiration without action is merely entertainment. So we can use our imagination to dream up what it is that we would want, but we must take action to ground that energy. So I'm going to talk a bit about energy and the quantum world and all of that in a minute. I just want to welcome you all and just acknowledge Annie and your amazing gift that you've used today with a client. You use all the time. Nicole with your brain health app. And I want to talk to you about your webinar because I've actually got a brother who had a serious motorcycle accident a few years ago. So I'd love to find more out about that. I didn't find your link, so I asked you to actually repost it. And Rahul to everyone. Renee from Spain. I've been to Spain. I've traveled all around the coast of Spain. So I love that. Buongiorno. Eleanor, Raj, excuse me, I've got a bit of a cough from hay fever. Juanita, and I also would love to talk to you about your free hypnotherapy session because I've got a friend in New Zealand who wants to train to be a hypnotherapist. So he might be really keen to come on to that. And Holly, you're in the Gold Coast and you didn't tell me. I want to know if you've done the 86 steps between Miami and Nobby's Beach and Burleigh. This is something I did for my exercise, and then it was a year ago on the 1st of the year that I fell down the steps and broke my femur, and part of my recovery was to start climbing those steps again and work out how many times I could get up to. So I think I've got up to 4 up and down. So if you multiply 86 by 2 by 4, That's how many I've done with my recovering broken leg. However, I did get up to 10 times before I broke my leg. Have you done it, Holly? Have you done
I
it?
haven't actually, but I need to. I've walked around there, like near the, oh no, that's Miami. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I haven't done that walk yet, but I will do it.
So they've got the beautiful rainbow painted steps with the big heart. And
Yeah,
it's
they're
right at the end
gorgeous.
of Nobby's Beach, and you climb over to there. Absolutely stunning.
It's gorgeous.
You really want to do it.
I'll do it.
So, yeah. So, and Ishani, and your podcasting, I'd love to talk to you too. So I'm really sorry for the cough. If I cough, it's just...
Don't apologise. A lot of you will remember, because I just moved house about 3-4 weeks ago. Does everyone remember the worst hay fever I got? I absolutely died. It was a nightmare. When I arrived at this new place I was living, I saw this rare tropical plant I never seen before. So I thought, rare tropical plant. So I stuck my nose in it and sniffed it. And then an hour later, I was gone. So yeah, back to you. Don't apologise. I get hay fever the worst around this place. It's all yours, Karen. What thoughts have you got for us?
And I've just heard about this black cumin or black curcumin or black also sesame seed that is supposed to be really good for hay fever, the oil from it. So I'm going to start find it and try it. So let's have a big cough and then I can get going on what we're going to talk about. Oh, and by the way, Holly, you caught me. You said we can have our wine in the weekend, and I've been caught having my wine on a Thursday night, so you'll have to forgive me.
That is fine.
So let's get on with what I want to talk about. So what is all this quantum stuff and quantum physics and all this energy stuff that we're all hearing and it's being spoken about nowadays? Let me tell you what quantum physics is. First of all, quantum physics is described as the most powerful science that's ever been conceived by human beings. And did you know that quantum physics is the science behind such technological breakthroughs that we all know about? Lasers, television, computers, space communication, and nuclear energy. Quantum physics is behind all of that. And classical Newtonian mechanics. Now, I'm going to get a bit technical here, so I will apologize in advance, but I really want to give you the stuff so that you can, those who are technical understand and, are interested, and those who are not, it might just pique your interest to learn more too. So classical Newtonian mechanics deals with things that are larger, generally large enough that we can see it with our eyes. Quantum mechanics deals with things that are so tiny, a nanometer or less, which is the size of atoms, protons, neutrons, electrons, etc. And that's a difference. That's really the major difference. However, quantum mechanics and quantum physics requires a major rethinking of such concepts as time and space and how human consciousness operates. See, the thing is, the discovery of quantum physics now opens up many new scientific concepts, and it's changing the understanding by scientists of things such as Newtonian laws. So Newton's laws are seen to be consequences of the fundamental way the quantum world works. Newton was obliged to give his laws of motion as fundamental axioms. But today we know that the quantum world is fundamental and Newton's laws can be seen as a consequence of fundamental quantum laws. So it's important to understand that quantum physics doesn't disprove classic science, it actually supports it. So that's the first point I wanted to make. Quantum physics doesn't disprove what they understood in many ways in classical science, it supports it. So finally, we've come all the way from the deepest principles of non-relativistic quantum mechanics, explore all paths, to the deepest principles of classical mechanics, and a conservative potential follow the path of least action. Interesting. And so from there to the classical mechanics taught in every high school. The old truths of the classical world come straight out of the new truths of the quantum world. But like I said, they don't disprove it. Better still, we can now estimate the limits of accuracy of the old classical truths. So let me give you some more understanding of that. Let's start with the fact that everything is made of matter. Put up your hand if you know that.
Yes, matter, energy. We're all made of energy, right?
And matter. Okay. Everything is made of matter. And when you look at that matter under a microscope, guess what? What is it doing? It's vibrating. That is the law of vibration, which says that everything, every matter, every piece of matter is vibrating, and that everything is made of matter is vibrating at different speeds or rates. And this I'm going to take you through this concept, because once you get it, you'll understand why this whole thing about energy is really important. So everything is made of matter, and it's vibrating at different speeds and rates. This is the frequency. This is called the frequency at which something is vibrating. So let's go back to one of my favorite quotes by Einstein. I've said it before, there's a dispute around who actually did make this quote, but I like to say it's Einstein. It goes like this: everything is energy. That's all there is. Match the frequency of the reality you want, and it cannot help but be yours. This is not philosophy, it is physics. So what is it? Match the frequency of the reality you want, and it cannot help but be yours. So where does that take us? Well, it takes us to the point where if you create the reality you want, which is something you love, something you would have gratitude for, your dream life, your vision of what you would love to create in your life, the frequency of that is going to be at the highest vibration of love and gratitude, which is over 500 megahertz. Anything that is in that frequency is vibrating at those megahertz. So therefore, if you match it, it can't help but be yours, right? This is physics. Now, is it the law of gratitude? No, there is actually no law of gratitude. I see a lot of people referring to the law of gratitude or the law of frequency. That's not exactly how it works. So let's clear that up real quick.
So this is an example, Karen, when I feel good and I'm in a really good mood, my closing rate is very high, right? Is that because of what you're talking about? So if I'm in a bad mood, I'll close okay, but if I'm in a really good mood, I'll close big sales. Is that kind of what you mean? Am I understanding this correctly, Karen Clark?
Ed, you are understanding it, because if you're feeling great and you're feeling expansive because you're in a good mood, so our feelings actually carry an energetic vibration, our thoughts, our words, and our feelings. So if we're feeling expansive, motivated, excuse me, in a good mood, as you called it, then we're vibrating at an energy that could be matching the energy of what we want, which for you could be that you want to close more. You want to grow your business, right? So yes, it does actually have an impact on our results. If we're feeling depressed, low, negative, we're focusing on lack, we're focusing on challenges or problems, we're going to be vibrating at our thoughts, and as a result, us, are vibrating at a much lower frequency. And according to Einstein, everything is energy, match the frequency of the reality you want. So if what you want, because you love it and you feel grateful to have it, is up here and you're vibrating down here, you're never going to attract it. So we know about the law of vibration, and we can talk about the law of attraction, because this states that everything that is vibrating at the same frequency is drawn together. So the idea is, if you want to attract something, you should make sure that you're vibrating at the same frequency as that thing. And that includes our thoughts. So our thoughts do have a frequency. Have you ever heard of the phrase, thoughts are things? And that's because our thoughts create emotions that literally vibrate at a particular frequency. And emotions are literally energy in motion. Therefore, the thoughts, your words, your emotions vibrate and put out a frequency just like everything else in the world. So the actual number for the
quick one, Karen, 2 more minutes and keep it moving. 2 more minutes.
Cool. The actual number for the frequency for gratitude is 540 megahertz, which is the same frequency on the chart as joy and just above love and just below peace. So it sounds like a pretty nice place to be, huh? So what does vibrating at the frequency gratitude actually do? Well, remember that the law of attraction, like frequencies, are drawn together, and therefore the more you can get into the feeling of gratitude about something that you want, the more you draw it towards you. What I want to talk to you is about the importance, and I'll close on this, the importance of designing the life that you would love with the vision. It's where we start, and Juanita knows this, other people who work with this work know it, is starting with a vision of a clear, precise, detailed vision of what it is you would love your life to be like. We're not taught to do that. We're not taught to dream up with our imagination the most stunning life that we could want. And it starts from there, and then we process the whole, we use the whole process to bring that into this physical world.
Wow. That's incredible. Can I give an interesting example to close on and add to it? I had a few toxic people really troll me and savage me today on LinkedIn, right? And I get usually about 2 or 3 people attacking me every day. It's just not part. If I don't get anyone attacking me that day, it's kind of not a normal day for me, right? And what I noticed, I've been in a really good mood lately, right? And I noticed that I was in a really good mood. And when these trolls were attacking me, I could tell they were very low vibration negative. I'm not saying they're evil, albeit they might be, but they were very low vibration sort of characters. Is it fair to say, would you say most toxic people are low vibration characters? Is that a fair remark? And could you expand on that?
Absolutely, Ed. Absolutely. If someone's toxic and they're thinking and speaking negative thoughts, those thoughts are a vibration in a very, very low energy. So yes, they are. If you're positive and motivated and inspirational and you say and think things that are like that, then you are vibrating on a different level, a much, much higher frequency. Absolutely, Ed. And you're never going to attract it. That's the thing. The toxic people are never going to change their life. They're not going to attract better because they are operating here, and you can't attract something that you're out of synergy with.
Oh my God, that's so well said. And Karen, just to close as well, so you're a coach, you can help coach people in the quantum realm and that type of thing. Is that right, Karen Clark?
Yes, I do. I use the quantum realm, the universal laws, but what I'd love to tell people about is my webinars. I'm running one every Wednesday night on all of this information. At the moment, we're doing some of the universal laws, and we're just working through a lot of this stuff all free on a Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Brisbane time, which is 8 p.m. your time. So you're welcome to join and learn more about this.
Oh my God, so generous. Please share the link with us. Friends, can we close with a round of applause for Karen Clark? Karen, we absolutely love you, and thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. Sorry for the cough once again.
It's good. No, don't worry. I get hay fever really badly, and I had the worst 3 weeks of worst hay fever of my life. So if you ever move to a new part of town, don't walk up to a weird tropical flower you've never seen, stick your nose in and inhale it. Not recommended. Yeah, Piero and I did. That almost killed me, by the way. I should go cut the flower just to teach it a lesson. That was my fault. Anyway, as I say, big thank you, Piero. I like that remark. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Really appreciate you. Please connect on LinkedIn. And can we please unmute and give a round of applause to close the evening? Thank you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.